think it's time for the last bowling game review for a while, folks. This is Super Bowling, and no, it's not the same game as that Nintendo 64 game I've already reviewed. No, this is a different game for the Super Nintendo. Of course, it was made by the same developer, so you may be thinking, oh lord, this is going to be another bad bowling game, right? Right?
Right? Wrong!
No. In fact, Super Bowling for the SNES is actually a good game. I know, right? Well, let's jump into it already and talk about why it's a good game worth playing. For a 2D bowling game on the Super Nintendo, Super Bowling was shockingly solid with its mechanics that left me flabbergasted. How is this made by the same developer of Super Bowling for Nintendo 64? This game looks and controls so much better, so much smoother. I was enjoying this game?
Oh no, bro!
Yeah, I was shocked too. Use the D-pad to select position, shoulder buttons for aim, then you set your spin and power, hoping for the best that you nail a strike or something at the least. You can select one of 4 options for a character. You got a white guy, a black version of him, a white girl, and a black version of her. There's nothing else to it other than skin color swap. Kind of lazy, but it's not a deal breaker, just a cutting measure for their cost. It's easy to recolor existing sprites instead of making new ones by hand. Outside of this, you can select your bowling ball. Each one has different weight, so pick which works best for you and get to bowling. Super Bowling comes with 3 modes to play: Turkey Bowl, Golf, and Practice. We'll cover Turkey Bowl first. This is basically open play / quick play / exhibition. You just bowl 10 frames, 3 frames at a time. There's nothing else to it, and it's fine and fun. There's a high scoreboard if you can get the right amount of points, but otherwise, it's a simple game of 10 frames. Golf mode is bowling mixed with golf. I do not like it, simply because golf. I no like golf. Golf bad. Golf causes soul to burn. Golf make nuns cry. Golf ate my dingo who ate my baby. Golf is the worst sport in human history.
Every night in my dreams, I see you. I feel you.
So we'll move on to the last mode. This is practice, where you can set the pins, setting up a challenge if you want, so we can practice nailing certain outcomes, like the classic, dreaded 7-10 split. Nothing great or terrible, unlike golf. I was having fun just endlessly bowling, trying to nail different pin combos. The only other things to talk about is the music is nice, unlike Super Bowling 64. The music has a quirky charm to it, nothing like Super Nintendo chip tunes. You got rockin' beats and more calming stuff. As for the graphics, they're not bad either, unlike Super Bowling 64, which was nightmare fuel. Here, the anime / cartoon pixels look appealing and won't give me sleep paralysis tonight. Yay!
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
At the end of the day, Super Bowling for the Super Nintendo is decent fun, charming, and overall, a good bowling game. It's got a few different modes, a few character options, and several balls to play with.
Oh my.
Should have worded that differently, but you get the point. It's a simple, fun game that has a good amount of content and features. The controls and mechanics are solid, It's surprising that this was made by the same developer behind Super Bowling for the Nintendo 64, which was the polar opposite of this game in every way. Just goes to show that maybe 2D is better than 3D for some things. Maybe that sometimes it's best to not get ambitious and try a new form of graphics and tech at the time, a time in which many were still struggling to move past pixels in favor of polygons. Super Bowling for the SNES is an average game, well worth playing. If it had some more modes and ability to customize your character, it could have even been better. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.
Hi, Stewie Griffin here with my latest creation, Monster Energy Drink. What is it? I don't know, but it's free from this truck that stopped outside your work. Mix it with booze. Ever been wide awake, blacked out? Ever tried to jump over a train on a bike? Ever bit the beak off a bird? Monster Energy. Put it in your body and ask questions later. It's green, so it's nature.
Oh boy, do I love bowling games. But then again, anyone not new to my channel should know of this. In fact, I've reviewed every bowling game for the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and Nintendo 64.
Pathetic.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's time to cross another console off the checklist, cause this is the second and last bowling game for the Super Nintendo. This is Brunswick World Tournament Champions. Man, what the hell's up with these god-awful names? Developed by Tiertex Design Studios and published by THQ in 1997. The same year, Hong Kong 97 takes place. And no, I will not be reviewing that game. We'll start out with character customization. Sadly, while you can customize your character, there's not much in the way of options. You can only change your shirt color with a few presets. Your pants and shoes are together and come in a few selections, like blue and white shoes with black pants or red shoes with green pants. You cannot change your skin color or gender, neither your hair. So sadly, I wasn't able to create anyone like Charlie Muda, Asmongold, or myself. I like making my inspiration in games and just playing with them and making them do stupid shit. At least we can select our bowling ball from a nice variety, though one is literally a penis ball. What? You don't see it? Anyways, using the shoulder buttons you can alter your throw direction, then you use the D-pad to move your character around. After that, it's time to build up your power and spin, then hope for the best.
Excuse me, what?
Yeah, never mind, this game sucks ass.
Oh my.
No matter how hard you try to place your throw power and spin, it will 99.9% of the time go for the left or right side gutter. It takes so much patience to even bother playing the game more than 5 minutes because of how soulless it is. Not to mention the lack of variety and charm. Unlike Super Bowling, which came out in 1992, there's just nothing keeping my attention for long, besides the frustration of its bad controls and mechanics. So let's just get this over with. I just want to play good games, but every time I find something to make a video on, it's most likely going to suck. It's like I'm attracted to bad stuff, like a girl attracted to the bad boy. You know, he's not going to treat you well, but you just can't help yourself. You're a female. It's only natural you want the douchebag. But still, I do not try to find good games to... I still do try to find good games to make videos on. They're just not as common.
No shit.
So anyways, you have 3 game modes to play: Practice, League, and Tournament. Sadly, no Cosmic Bowling till the PlayStation 1 and Nintendo 64. So what is practice mode? It's just a casual 10 frames with up to 4 players. Of course, I don't have anyone to play with, therefore it's single player only. And yes, that means there's no AI controlled players in this game. There's nothing else to say. If you just want to bowl with no end goal, this is the mode for you. Too bad there's no real character into the gameplay. It's just realistic simulation genericness, unlike Super Bowling. League mode has 2 options with single and team matches. So of course I chose team so I could bowl with others. This would also help me out. If I was stumbling, the team could carry me, or vice versa. After that, we can select the teams and set the number of games we want to play. So I chose my team members. Instead of me being in control of player 2, 3, and 4, I chose 3 pro players instead. Then disappointment kicked in because of course, that's not exactly new with this game. You're playing all alone. Your teammates do not exist. Why do I have a team if I'm the only one playing? What a waste of potential. I want to see everyone bowl. If I want to skip their turn, let me just press a button. It's not hard. Anyways, in the end we lost, getting 0 points, while the other team that doesn't exist gets 2 whole points. I don't get it. Why did we bowl if we're gonna still get no points? No thanks to boring gameplay, frustration, and time-consuming nature. I mean, this game just it takes almost 15 minutes if not longer to complete 10 frames. It's boring, I hate it, so let's cover the last mode and be done with this game. Where are the good bowling games at? Tournament mode has 6 options to participate in. I never noticed the difference between them though. The graphics are all the same, so it's not like you're playing in different bowling alleys. What a waste. Oh no, wait, there is a difference. They just changed the top graphic above the pins. Yeah, lame. Anyways, in this mode, you're going up against several AI controlled characters, except you never see them. That's right, it's all imaginary. They do not exist. In fact, you're playing all alone with random numbers being decided for each of the other players. What a waste of potential. I mean, come on, at least let me see who I'm bowling against, and if I want to skip their turn, I should be able to with the start or select buttons. I tried my best, but it wasn't enough, and I got last place in the tournament. With 64 participants, I still got last place. Like, good god man, the mechanics and punishing difficulty is outrageous. It also doesn't help that you can't ever see anyone score while you're playing to know how well you're playing till the very end. Oh well, I got my first and only strike in this mode at least, so yay, there's that.
You suck!
There's nothing else to really say about this game. The music is generic and boring, just like the game itself. I just wish there was more to it, more modes, customization, and some soul. But if you want generic mediocrity, this is a bowling game right up your alley. I'll stick with Super Bowling instead. At the end of the day, Brunswick World Tournament Champions is a mediocre game. A mediocre game that's not really worth your time. I had some good hopes for it being better than it turned out.
Over.
I've played a few other Brunswick bowling games and they weren't that bad.
Copy, Jeopardy, we have over.
But this is the worst one by far. Go figure, the 2D game is worse than the 3D ones. Back in the day, it was usually the other way around. I still recommend Super Bowling instead. That game just had more going for it. The cartoon charm and upbeat music just helped make it stand out more.
Attention on deck. Uh-oh.
Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.